All right, formulas are down. Let's start back with special products. Now for this, we need to keep in mind the factoring hand that I did show in the previous video. Check my Math to 10 5.6 videos, it's in there somewhere, where I say factors in the palm of my hand. First things first, greatest common factor. And then if you've got two digits, then you're factoring a binomial, and you're either using the difference of squares, sum of cubes, or difference of cubes. If you've got three digits up, then you're looking at factoring of trinomials. So the first thing you want to look for is a perfect square trinomial. And if you don't have that, then go ahead and do the factoring using whatever method of factoring trinomials that is comfortable for you. I've been showing the sum approach, which is fast factoring, whatever you want to call it. If you got four terms up, then you're looking at factoring. If you got four figures up, then you're looking at factoring four terms, which means you're probably looking at grouping. And then finally, always factor completely. So keep that in mind as you do in this section, okay? All right, well, here we're looking at three terms, okay? So greatest common factor, don't have it. It's not a binomial, it's a trinomial. So first things first, let's look and see if we've got a perfect square trinomial. How do you know if you've got that? Well, first term, it's 1x squared. It's a perfect square. Square root of x squared is just x. Look at the last term, it's 16. Is that a perfect square? It is. The square root of 16 is 4. So your answer, x plus 4, quantity squared. Check it, make sure. If you look over here at our perfect square trinomials, we've got 2ab, right? It needs to all multiply out to be, well, the a times the b needs to multiply out to be the 2ab. In other words, I've got 1x times 4, which is 4x. Double that, which is 8x. That's the same as this guy, right? It needs to be. If it isn't, then you screwed it up. So we're good there. By the way, I should have had you hit pause and then try these all out and see if you can factor them. Feel free to hit pause at any time and see if you can get them. I myself am going to just go ahead and proceed through these. All right, next one. 64x cubed minus 32x squared y plus 4xy squared. If you don't go after that rule of the thumb, greatest common factor, pull out your greatest common factor, you're going to run into problems on this one. So let me do that first. I'll pull out a 4x. Factor out a 4x from 64x cubed. That will give you 16x squared. I pull out a 4x out of negative 32x squared y. That will give me 8xy. And then I pull out a 4x out of my last term. That was easier. That will give me a y squared. All right, so this is where we're looking at this point. But take a look at my trinomial here. 16x squared. Is it a perfect square trinomial? Or is it a perfect square? It is. Y squared. That's a perfect square. I've got a perfect square trinomial here. So keep the 4x. Square root of 16x is 4x. Square root of y is y. Excuse me, square root of y squared is y. That sign in the middle is negative, so this needs to be negative. And I'll make this thing squared. We can check it and make sure. So 4x times a negative y is a negative 4xy. Double it, negative 8xy. So I've got it right. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. I'm going to try to just keep going on these until I hit my 5-minute mark. This one's going to be easy, right? Greatest common factor, not there. Two digits. We're looking at binomial. Is it a perfect square trinomial? Excuse me, difference of squares? It is. X plus 7, x minus 7. Boom, done. That one was actually kind of nice, right? Let's look at the next one. 4y squared minus 81. Greatest common factor? It's not there, right? 4 is even, 81's odd. I don't have any perfects. I don't have any greatest common factor, but I do have perfect square trinomial. I mean the difference of squares, right? The square root of 4y squared is Square root of 9, be what? I'm in trouble here. Square root of 81 is 9. So it's going to be 2y plus 9 and 2y minus 9. And that one's done. Let me pause at this point, close out this video, and let's make a part 2 that I'll go ahead and tackle on these last 3.